At 95, Clint Eastwood speaks with a calm honesty that feels very different from the steely silence that defined his screen persona for decades. The man who built a career on quiet toughness now reflects on the personal choices that shaped his life, and none weigh heavier than his long and complicated relationship with actress and director Sondra Locke. 4 years, their story lived in headlines, lawsuits, and speculation, but Eastwood rarely addressed it directly. Now, with time softening the edges of memory, he acknowledges what many suspected, that their connection was both creatively powerful and emotionally damaging. He describes Locke as someone who challenged him in ways few people ever had, someone who didn't simply orbit his fame but pushed back, questioned him, and forced him to confront parts of himself he preferred to keep hidden. Their partnership began during the mid-1970s, when they worked together on The Outlaw Josey Wales. On screen, their chemistry felt natural and understated. Off-screen, that connection deepened into a relationship that would last more than a decade, intertwining their personal and professional lives. Eastwood, known for discipline and control, now admits that those same traits sometimes made emotional closeness difficult. He had spent much of his life moving forward, focused on work and independence, rarely pausing to consider the emotional consequences of his decisions. Locke, ambitious and determined, wanted more than acting roles. She wanted to direct, to shape stories, and to build her own creative identity. Eastwood supported some of those ambitions, helping her direct films and encouraging her development, but tension quietly built beneath the surface. Over time, differences in power, expectations, and communication began to fracture their bond. When the relationship ended in the late 1980s, it did so publicly and painfully, with legal battles that turned private hurt into public spectacle. Eastwood remained largely silent then, letting statements and headlines speak for him. Looking back now, he admits that silence can carry its own consequences. He acknowledges that choices he made caused real pain, and that what he once framed as independence may have felt like abandonment to someone else. He reflects that honesty without responsibility can still leave damage behind, and that understanding came only much later. He doesn't revisit legal details, but he recognizes the emotional truth, that when a long partnership ends abruptly, it can leave lasting scars. He also admits he didn't always listen the way he should have, accustomed as he was to directing both films and his own life. Yet he doesn't reduce their relationship to conflict. Instead, he credits Locke with influencing his growth as a filmmaker, particularly in how he approached vulnerability and character depth. He suggests that some of his most thoughtful work emerged during that period, shaped in part by her perspective and their collaboration. From the distance of 95 years, Eastwood doesn't offer dramatic apologies or grand declarations. His reflections are quieter than that. He simply acknowledges that greatness and imperfection often exist side by side, and that a life built on independence can sometimes come at a personal cost. In finally speaking with candor about Sondra Locke, he confirms what many had long believed, that behind the image of the unbreakable man was someone shaped by complicated love, difficult choices, and the slow understanding that comes only with time.